Hi everybody, this is Bet from the Bunker, quarantine edition, but we're almost out. Today I'm gonna talk to you about being a swing. Hardest job. Seriously, one of the hardest jobs you can have in theater, but can be very rewarding. So my first swing job was on American in Paris. I was one of the ballet girl swings who also covered the jazz girls. There was this division in the dancers, people who were on point and people who weren't. And then there was one who kind of like did a little bit. And I was also the alternate of the Lee's alternate, which meant that I went on stage every Sunday when she would go on for Lee's. It was fascinating and it was my first time swinging. And so I went to a teacher of mine who I love, who had been a swing for ages, and asked, how do I do this? And she taught me everything I know. I'm gonna show you some of my swing books from American in Paris. Unfortunately, my swing books from Wicked are actually still on tour. Hopefully I'll see them soon. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, I'll be already seeing them. But in the meantime, this was one of my swing books. So I did little card books because we were on and off so quickly there. There was almost no downtime, actually. We were constantly moving because we also were the set changes, which was beautiful, but it meant that basically every single moment of the show was a dance number, which is fascinating and genius, but I had to show everything. So here's from the scene, the Galerie Lafayette. I have on top, I have the bird's eye view, and then underneath I have a description, and I've got on this one, I've got numbers underlined. We had these counters that we had to move and we had to put the brake on. So when you put the brake on, musical cues for that. So down at the bottom here is the number line, which is what we see at the bottom of the stage. And then my movements and my directions and then who I'm interacting with. So then here's another lady that I covered and her stuff, and everybody gets their own color, and you pick their color based on like their energy or how you see them. So like Lee was like a turquoise and Carolina was like a bright green. And here's Carolina's, and so she had a totally different track for the same scene. So as not to get confused, I would give each one their own bird's eye, and that was great. So that's kind of how I do my swing books. With Wicked, it's a little different because I cover more people than I did, and there's actually strangely more unity, but also more difference because often the ensemble is in a clump of formation, but it's not symmetrical. So as opposed to having done a bird's eye view for each moment for each person, and on American in Paris, I didn't actually go on stage for every one of these ladies before I left the show. I think I performed 3 out of 6 and was starting on the 4th one when I left, as that process was a little different. On Wicked, I've actually been on for all 9.5 of my people that I cover. And so what I did was a bird's eye view of every moment in the show, and then notes for every person that are separate. So I have a binder that's like an overhead show Bible, and then I have a binder of every ladies ensemble track. So that's, you know, you gotta adjust with every show. There's this program called Stage Right, which I sort of wish I had. I also sort of wish I had an iPad to put the Stage Right on, because it works for phone. I think phone and iPad, not so much laptop, but I've heard that it's really helpful. So if I swing again, then I will probably invest in that Stage Right program. Yeah, so I hope that helps. If any of you are planning to swing, hit me up, send me an email, send me a DM. I'm happy to discuss anything and help you out. It's a process, it's a learning curve, and it's not for the faint of heart. All right, bye.